Hey, what's up guys? Chief Pat here, and today bringing you guys a brand new Clash Royale video, and today we're going to be checking out the Crown Duel challenge inside of Clash Royale, which is the newest game mode that is so much fun to play. Now for the Crown Duel challenge, of course, you get to choose 4 cards, and then the 4 that you don't choose go to your opponent, and vice versa, and that gives you your 8-card deck, and all in all, it's a great way to try new cards, try new strategies, and have fun inside of the game. Now, since the challenge actually isn't unlocked right now inside of the game, at least at the time that I'm recording this video, I'm going to go ahead and play some friendly challenges against some people from the Clashronauts. If you guys haven't noticed, you can do the friendly challenges right now. You don't have to wait until the challenge mode is live, and it's actually really fun. I've been playing them like all day, and let's go ahead and do a Lumberjack Goblin Barrel combo. Like, how many times would you have the chance to say that inside of a regular mode? But since you're given all these crazy cards, you have to do a little bit of a different combination, and that tower is actually going to go down for the very first tower of the game, and things are already looking pretty amazing. So for the Crown Duel challenge, I'll talk a little bit more about my decision making behind my picks when the 2 cards pop up, and why I like picking each card. But Supercell's tried to make things pretty even between like the card choices, so one person doesn't have like an extremely weak deck. Honestly, I don't feel like the card choices really matter that much because most cards counter each other and are pretty even. Like, I haven't played many Crown Duel match modes where I just feel like I've been outdrafted as far as my deck went and I had no chance of winning. Now for this one, I've got the Barbarians, the Prince running towards the tower. He actually has the Tornado, and he's going to play that Tornado pretty well to do work against me, but still that tower is going to go all the way down to, it looks like 69, and we can go ahead and play our lightning spell and take out the princess, the 69 tower, and then the king tower as well. So this game looks already over. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Our deck is actually pretty good. We've got some nice counters to his graveyard. I don't know if he has a tank inside of his deck, because that's really what he needs if he wants to use that graveyard effectively, but this already looks so good. We've got the Barbarian Hut, which a lot of people have been using as well, and yeah, with another Hog Rider push, honestly, I'm just going to play the Barbarian Hut. And while you guys might think, dude, why are you playing a Barbarian Hut to counter a Hog Rider? Well, the Barbarian Hut's 7 elixir, and he's playing the Hog Rider and the Fire Spirits, which is 6 elixir. So for only 1 elixir more, I can get a couple of free Barbarians out of my Barbarian Hut. And yeah, it's really not that bad of a deal at all. I think I'm spending 1 elixir to get 2 Barbarians in the end. So if you guys would spend 1 elixir to get 2 Barbarians, then feel free to counter a Hog Rider with a Barbarian Hut, as long as there's some Fire Spirits behind it. Now, going into the end of this game, we're at 45 seconds left. We've got a Rage Spell down from the Lumberjack, the Prince, the Barbarians. Everything is doing work. There's that Barbarian Hut doing work. We're going to take the King Tower out, and that's going to be a good game against Fish Was King, and a 3 crowns to 0 inside of the Clash Royale. All right, let's continue onward. Let's make some choices. Minion or Mega Minion or Barbarian Hut. I'm going to do the Mega Minion. I don't use the Rocket, so I'm going to pick the Fireball instead. Bowler counters the Witch, so let's pick the Bowler. And then Miner or Mere Miner is just OP, so let's go ahead and take those, and let's see what our opponent gives us. So I feel like we have a pretty good deck right now, but let's go ahead and see how this one works out. It looks like he gave us the Mortar, which is disgusting. I should kick him from the clan for giving me the Mortar, but I guess we're gonna have to play with what we have to play. And let's go ahead and play our Bowler. Let's get ready to stop his Musketeer on the other side with the Mega Minion. And all in all, I'm feeling pretty good about the deck that we have, except for the Mortar. But I guess we're going to have to play the Mortar because, yeah. All right, let's play the Mortar. Mortar's going down. He's got the Goblin Hut, which he must have chose. We got the Mega Minion killing the Musketeer right here. And as I get ready, let's play a Baby Dragon. But look at this. That Rocket was dirty. That Rocket was like a 13 elixir for 6 elixir trade right there. Absolutely ridiculous. And of course, I'm the one that gave him the Rocket, so I should have realized that. So that was a really terrible play to start off the game, and we are in a little bit of trouble. So let's go ahead and set back up with some goblins, because we have absolutely nothing else we can do. This dude is a Barbarian Hut too. Okay, so we gave him the Rocket when he has the Barbarian Hut, which we could have destroyed him if we kept that Rocket instead of the Fireball, but you live and you learn. Let's just go ahead and Fireball down the Musketeer. And I've got a feeling that this is probably going to be a decently long, drawn-out game, so we might even have to use our Mortar defensively. Like, we can use the Mortar defensively to counter the Barbarian Hut and the Goblin Hut pretty well, I feel like. And as our Bowler slings some more boulders, he's going to do a decent amount of work. The tower's down to 1,208, and all in all, things are okay. I just don't want this to turn into a battle where he can just sling his Rocket over and over at my tower and just rocket me down, because that would be a pretty tragic way to go out. And let's just go ahead and have our Mortar do work against those Barbarians. And all in all, this is looking pretty decent. All right, so Barbarian's going to get so close to the tower. I'm going to play my Goblins just because I was a little bit scared. Mortar eventually will die off, but we do have the Bowler, which is a pretty nice counter to what he's using right here, and he hasn't even played the Witch yet, so let's just go ahead and get ready to Fireball down the Barbarian. barbarians plus the goblin hut, and as everything drops, pretty decent value right there, and we're just slowly chipping down that left-hand tower. We've got the miner, we've got the baby dragon, we've got the fireball. I'm going to play maybe the mortar again defensively. Actually, we can play the bowler defensively, but as soon as I drop this, I just realized that he can rocket both my bowler and my tower. Don't play like me when it involves rockets, guys. I'm just giving this guy so much value for these rocket trades. Mortar's going to go ahead and smash that musketeer right there. We've got the mortar also going to do work against the barbarians. I feel like we have pretty solid defenses right now, so at this point, we just need to make sure we don't mess up and just keep fireballing them down. Ooh, take a look at that fireball right there. It's going to do absolute madness against that witch for a nice prediction. And the mortar's even going to take out the goblin hut. This mortar is just so much value. Don't tell Molt that I played it, but we're going to do so much work right there. We need to drop a miner defensively, actually, to try to kill this musketeer. Another defensive mortar, and this game is just turning ridiculous. I don't even know how to describe what's going on inside of this one. We've got defensive mortars, we've got hut spam, we've got rockets, we've got fireball madness. I'm just trying to chip this tower down as much as possible, and with that witch going down again, we're in sudden death, and it's just a matter of who can get that final damage off onto the tower to pick up the win. So I've got the mega minion down. He's going to play a lone rocket at the tower. Okay, that's when I know I need to make a move. Let's play the rocket. We've got the miner going down. We've got the mortar on the bridge. That was actually bad mortar placement. Mortar's going to lock onto the ice wizard, so that's not, or ice golem, so that's not going to do too much. Fireball doesn't do enough damage to kill that tower, which is just so unfortunate. So we're just going to have to keep going with the bowler. We've got the ice spirit. This is like the first time we've used the ice spirit all game. And now with the miner and the fireball, that should be enough to end the game. And finally, give us a victory. That was a stressful game right there. Neither of us had a great way of reaching each other's tower, so it turned into spell madness. It turned into a little bit of chip damage, but the first 1200 damage we did gave us the win. And let's get into the next battle. Goblin barrel instead of the log. I like the goblin barrel. Princess instead of the dragon. Princess is OP. Inferno dragon is OP, and royal giant is good. The P.E.K.K.A isn't that great, and plus our inferno dragon burns the P.E.K.K.A down to a pulp, so I have a feeling that this match is going to be really good for us if he tries to play that P.E.K.K.A and pick up a victory. So starting off, let's go ahead and play against Burringer 25. He gave me the skeletons, the graveyard. Actually, that's pretty good. Like, we get the graveyard alongside the royal giant. That'll be pretty strong. I'm going to do the princess start, and it looks like the other two cards are still hiding in the rest of my deck. And as he has that giant right there, let's go for a big push. We've got the royal giant, we've got the goblin barrel, and that log. He just used the log on the princess and the royal giant. Well, now we have our goblin barrel to do work against that tower and take it down pretty decently low. But unfortunately for me, I've wasted so much elixir on that push. Not necessarily waste, but I use so much elixir that the minion horde right here is gonna have to be played defensively while the giant is on the other side of the map. And this is where we might run into a little bit of trouble. While our minions are doing work on the right-hand lane, our Inferno Dragon takes a little bit too long to come out in this left-hand lane, so in fact, we're going to be pretty much even going into the rest of this battle. As the miner chips my tower down to the 700s, it's going to be 756 to 568, but he does have an additional 600 damage on that right-hand side. All right, so Princess going down again. Princess is going to get one hit off on the tower before eventually dying, and in fact, that definitely wasn't worth it because his log got damage against my tower as well. And let's just go ahead and hang out, get ready for another Royal Giant push. And since we do have the lightning spell, I know that that right-hand tower is as good as dead, but I don't want to play a Royal Giant right in his face. So I'm actually going to do the rare backwards, or rare Royal Giant placed towards the very back. It's going to go ahead and slowly waddle its way up. And we definitely have an elixir lead right now, so let's play our Goblin Barrel onto the tower. We've got the Minion Horde as well, just in case, but the Goblins are going to take it down to 110, which means that tower is basically dead. So let's just go ahead and get ready with our Minion Horde and see if we can stomp down these barbarians, the Giant, and maybe be able to stop everything in our tracks. All right, so far so good. Eventually the Fireball will come out, but not before the minions have done their work. We've got the Inferno Dragon back just yet again. The 1 Elixir Skeletons have been doing some great work for me in this battle. I know the choice is between like the Royal Giant or the 1 Elixir Skeletons, but for some reason we actually have both of them, so actually I don't even know. Let's go ahead and get ready. We've got the Graveyard in our hand. We've got the Inferno Dragon as well. We're going on a crazy push right now. Inferno Dragon's going to lock onto his baby dragon. We've got the tower down. It looks like to 500, 200. Look at the HP drop on the tower. We're going to take both towers right there. And with 38 seconds left, this game is all but over. That one push right there took both towers. And look at the Inferno Dragons. The Inferno Dragons are trying to lock onto the tower. I've got the Graveyard as well. One Inferno Dragon on the left-hand side is going to lock on. Look at the damage from that Inferno Dragon. It's going to burn it down to 0. That King Tower went from 100 to 0 real quick, and that was all about the Inferno Dragon burning it down. So a little bit shaky start to the game. I wasn't sure if I was actually going to win that one, but let's go into one more battle right here. I'll take the Giant because the Dark Prince stinks. I'll take the Ice Wizard because it counters the Mega Minion. I'll take the Ice Golem because it's one of the best cards in the game, and I'll take the Lumberjack just because I don't want him to use his Mega Minion on my balloon. So I could be in decent trouble here because he has a nice air deck, but I need to play my Mega Minion well, as well as he did give me Archers, which is super good, and 3 Musketeers, so at least I have a decent way of dealing with some of the air attacks that he's going to put in my face. And let's go ahead and start off with the 3 Musketeers. He's got the Dark Prince charging towards the tower. We're going to have to stop the Goblins inside this Goblin Barrel, but not before they get some good damage off on the tower. And now we've got to go on the counter attack. All right, so Ice Golem on the left, Minions or Musketeers on the right. Barbarians is such a great counter that I have to play defensively against these Barbarians. That was a really nice play from him, and all in all, these Barbarians are probably going to kill my Archers as well. So not the greatest start to the game for us. We did get 400 damage on both towers, but since our left-hand tower is down to 1686, not the best looking tower going into the rest of the game to try to keep alive. Alright, so starting off, let's play our Ice Golem. We'll play our Prince to stop the Valkyrie, but guys, what are we going to do about that balloon? Someone tell me what we're going to do about that balloon. Guess what? We're not going to do anything about the balloon. We're going to go for a push using our Giant and our Prince because I know that this tower is basically dead. So there goes our left-hand tower, and the Prince is going to charge towards our King Tower, which is a little bit unfortunate. And now our Prince is going to charge at those Barbarians. We're going to try to get as much damage as possible against his tower right here, and take a look at the Lumberjack on the right hand side. That Lumberjack is going to take that tower down crazy low. It's going to keep hacking away. The Lumberjack is just so much fun to watch smack towers down, plus the Archers. That tower is going to go down to 1-shot range from a lightning spell, and even though things were looking bad, we've brought it back, and now we're pretty much even going into the rest of the battle. In fact, I think we have a lead because his left hand tower is down to 1549, so things are good. Let's go ahead and set back up. Of course, I do want to be wary of his balloon and his minion horde, so I'm going to get ready and take a look at this defense. We've got a Dark Prince plus a minion horde, so we'll use our Ice Golem to stop the Dark Prince and minions in their tracks, and that's going to be really good for us. We're only going to take like 100 damage, and he spent way more elixir than us, so let's go ahead and get ready to try to finish off this game and to pick up a victory. So Lumberjack's in the left, Giant in the right-hand lane. He and I both know that that right-hand tower is as good as dead, but he still is defending it pretty hardcore, and as our Lumberjack pops, our Archers will kill the Valkyrie and get a little bit of damage onto that left-hand tower, so pretty good trade right there. And I do really want to drop my 3 Musketeers in the very center. I figured out by now that he doesn't have any direct damage cards. Like, he doesn't have a Fireball, he doesn't have anything like that, he doesn't have a Poison spell, so my 3 Musketeers are as good as gold, but I can just play them all 3 together and take a look as they stop the minion or they stop the Dark Prince. They're just going to continually over and over again smash him on defense. And let's see if we can end the game right here with the Giant 3 Musketeer and the Ice Wizard push, plus our Lumberjack. There's so many cards right here, but the Valkyrie is a really great counter to the 3 Musketeers, so that's not going to work how I wanted it to. So instead, I'm going to drop the 3 Musketeers on the other side, but the minion horde yet again is going to be such a pain to try to figure out. We just aren't able to capitalize and kill this left-hand tower just yet, so this is going to be a little bit difficult, and I don't really know how to finish this one off. I guess I can just keep playing defense and chipping the tower down over and over again. I could even drop 2 lightning spells, but that would only get the tower down to like 50 HP. So we're going to have to find a way to get this done, but the Barbarians literally stop everything inside of my deck. The Barbarians are the perfect card for him to have. My 3 Musketeers are going to go down, and he's going to play his Valkyrie. Just really unfortunate right now, and as the minions go down, I'm going to throw down the Angry Face because I am sick of this game not being over. I can't find a way to finish it off. I should just lightning spell him and maybe be able to finish this one off, because it's obvious he's not going to be able to do too much against my towers, but the lightning spell just doesn't do enough damage for me. So let's drop our Giants, and let's drop our lightning spell after. So lightning spell spam. I missed my lightning spell. What is going on? At least my Giant got a hit off on the tower since I missed my lightning spell, but this game is just ridiculous. Like, this is the game that will not end. We're a minute into overtime, and I'm still not in spell range to kill his tower. We've got the Ice Golem stopping the Dark Prince. We've got the Archers. We've got the Ice Wizard. He's got the Mega Minion running towards the tower. My Giant's going to go down right here. And this is just so annoying to deal with. I just want to drop my 3 Musketeers in the center and end the game. I don't understand why Peyton won't let me finish this one. Let's drop the 3 Musketeers. They're going to do the Valkyrie first, but he's got really good reaction time on the Barbarians, which is just so annoying. I guess I can use my lightning spell. And now that the tower's at 152, he has one last chance to pick up the win. He's got the balloon going down right now. We've got our archers that are going to take out the balloon or try their best to take out the balloon. His Valkyrie's going to do work on defense. Balloon's going to get so close to the tower, but in the end, not be able to finish it off. So this should be the end of the game. He's going to throw a good game because we both know this one is over. And the Giant is going to be the one to get it done. Finally, the game is over. And for a Crown Duel challenge, that one was way more stressful than I anticipated. Not because I thought I would lose, just because I didn't think the game would ever end. And 2 crowns to 1 is going to be the final score. So guys, try out the Crown Duel challenge inside of a friendly challenge or wait for it to come out at midnight tonight. And yeah, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.